Recording here. Hey everyone, welcome. It's Thursday, March 9th, 2023. We got Collective Finance team here. We're going to be doing an AMA. They have a really interesting project, and I want to bring it to the community and have them tell you all about it. We have Gold Doc and Chrome here. We are waiting maybe for one other member of the team to join, but we're going to get started nonetheless. Gold Doc, did you want to start first, maybe introducing who you are and kind of how you got involved with Collective Finance, and then we can kind of get into what the project is and everything like that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's perfect. So thanks for having us, first of all. So I go by Doc, everybody. My real name's Brian. So I'm a real world physician. Been practicing for about 12, 15 years now. I probably about 10 years ago got more into the entrepreneurial business side, and I've started multiple different businesses, one of them multinational. During that time, I've become a big gold bug and precious metals investor, and I've been a really big crypto angel and seed round investor. So I got to know the three other founders, God, over probably the last few years. We become really, really good friends, close friends too. So it's not like we just met the other day. But my job at Collective Finance is really protocol oversight, direction. I'm heavily involved with our investors and angels as well. And then we'll give a quick overview. NP is one of our other founders. He won't be here today. NP also runs the DEX that we're going to be launching on, which is Vertec. So NP is really our expert on the tech side as well as the protocol side. He's run and launched multiple on his own. So Cripsom just hopped in, so that's good. We don't have to do his intro. So I'll kick this over to Chrome if you want to say a little about yourself.
I did invite Zom, so Zom, you just gotta click the button to come up, and we should be able to get you up here. Oh, we're fighting it. We're fighting it. All right, Chrome, why don't you go give your 2 cents, basically how you got to the project, a little bit about yourself as I try to get Zom up here on the stage. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem. I'll just give me 1 second here.
Sure.
Okay,
Hey,
guys, I'm back. Sorry, I'm
we
just
did it.
I'm at the end of my day and I'm doing my best to be here. So I'm not quite on video yet, but when you give me 5 minutes, I'm gonna get out to my office and do that.
No worries, Zom. You take your time. Chrome, if you need some more time too, we can maybe just get into some backgrounds on the project if you guys need a little bit more time.
No, I'm happy to explain what I got going on and introduce myself. I just won't be able to be on video quite yet.
You're totally fine. Yeah, let's do
As
that.
I'm walking around. Yeah, so hey everybody, my name is Zach. I am also known as Cryptom in the DeFi space. I've been around for several years now. I'm obviously a precious metals, gold, silver, diamonds bug, hence why we decided to go this route. I think you guys are, going to be excited to know that we are a pretty tight-knit team. We've been around with each other, building things for this whole time in DeFi. So not only that, but we strive for good integrity, and I hate to really push that, as you shouldn't have to, but as in the DeFi space, it's kind of getting kind of hairy out there. So we want everybody to know that we are here for safety, security, and innovation. And it's going to be a good thing, I believe, on this journey. I appreciate being here as well. Thank you. And as far as me in real life, I own a few different businesses. I own a shop, a diesel repair, performance, and custom fab shop. That's been going well. I also own an agriculture business that focuses on regenerative farming and renewable energy. They kind of go hand in hand. Seems odd, but they do. And then I also have some other things going on that I guess I can't release quite yet, but I do have some things in the works on another business. But yeah, other than that, I'm an angel investor. Been an angel investor for quite some time. So I understand the mechanics of how it should work for angel investors. Unfortunately, it hasn't always been the most successful for me, but I'm excited to show everybody what we got here. And it's not only going to benefit the angels, but it's going to benefit everybody directly involved. And we look to build, stability and growth. And here we go.
Thanks, Zach. I appreciate that. Chrome, are you in a better situation, or should we just get into the project? Okay. All right. Chrome's still working on it. It's all good. So let's talk about what collective finance is. Just a high level overview. Whoever wants to take the question, either Zach or Doc, go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I can jump in. So really, one of the main theses behind collective finance is being able to provide consistent and ongoing yield with some select commodity exposure, right? In particular, for us, it's gold, silver, and diamonds. And Crypto and I come from an arena where we've been investors there in the past, and it's just a difficult thing coming in and out of. It's typically high fees. And there's really not the type of exposure we feel that there should be on chain. So what we've done is sort of built collective finance around those principles, where we're going to be issuing basically over collateralized commodity representation. So imagine a gold token that is actually backed by real gold, but that it's easily tradable, low fees, 24/7, and most importantly, you can earn rewards and yield on it. That's an age-old problem in the precious metals sector, in my opinion. So we're hoping that we can solve that. We've sort of taken that and wrapped that into an entire protocol. So you'll see that when we talk about things today, we have really two key tokens within our protocol. No, the first one is CLF, which is our native token, right? And then we're going to have our C tokens, which those are going to be our commodity representations, such as C gold and C diamond and C silver as we move forward. So we've designed a system where participants are able to lock and earn pretty robust rewards in multiple fashions that then can be used to re-participate in the protocol, take profit in varying fashions. So we'll get into all the details, I'm sure, about all of it, but that's the basic mechanics of what we're about.
Zach, did you want to add anything to that?
I mean, there's obviously a lot to add to. I guess
just high level overview. We're gonna get into tokenomics and all that good stuff here a little bit later. But just anything else that you think maybe Doc missed, or maybe just add on to what Doc said, because he did a really good job about an overview.
I would say let's just move right into it. I mean, I think Doc did a pretty dang good job. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Nice one, Doc. So, you talked about gold, silver, and diamonds, right? I was reading through the white paper. It looks like you guys are working on gold first, correct?
Yeah.
Walk us through kind of what the thought process was on. I mean, I know, but just for people that might not understand it, why you chose gold first, and what is next? Is it silver or is it diamonds?
Yeah, absolutely. So with gold, it was a really focused, and it wasn't random that we chose those. So we are big believers and followers in PAX G. We've had a lot of exposure to that over time. And for those of you that don't know, PAX G is one PAX G is equal to 1 ounce of gold, and the actual real gold is held in a vault in England, right? And this is a regulated multinational organization. They're the same people, that behind Paxos. So what was really important to us is that I always say we wanted apples to apples. So when we were going to over collateralize gold, it needed to be collateralized with actual gold. It wouldn't work if it was dollars or fiat or something else. So for us, it was a really easy choice with PAX G. PAX G really has its main exposure on the Ethereum network as well, really limited on other networks. So we felt that by providing that exposure in a little bit different way on different chains, it could be really beneficial. So that's why we chose gold. To the second part of your question, what's coming next, silver or diamonds? So I'll tell you, we go back and forth on this a lot. We have actually found what we feel is the PAX G of diamonds, right? Which is pretty unique. We're not letting too much of the cat out of the bag there, but assuming this is our due diligence plays out like we thought so far, diamonds will be our next move. Believe it or not, silver, you would think that would be much easier. We've scoped the market, and we actually couldn't find a silver back token that really checked all of our boxes that we wanted to, right? Not to say that it's not out there and doesn't exist, but it really didn't check all the boxes we needed to. So that's really why we chose gold. And what's coming next, if I was betting, I'd put my money on diamonds.
I love it. Yeah, and hey, diamonds are diamonds are a girl's best friend, but diamonds are anyone's best friend, I guess, right?
Yep.
So let's talk about this. So, you're actually having assets backed up by real world assets, but walk us through kind of, maybe someone that isn't, doesn't have gold in their safe, doesn't have diamonds, doesn't have silver, but they want to start dipping their toe in getting some exposure. How are you guys going to kind of bring the, Web 2 world into this new Web 3 market that you guys are building currently? What's the plan on doing that?
Yeah, this is a great one. I'm going to let Cryptom jump in as well here because I think it's one of the areas of his expertise in really sort of bringing off chain on chain, right? One of the ways that we want to do it, we're going to basically make this available to everybody in essentially liquidity pools, right? There's not going to be any large taxes on these. It's going to be basically an in and out, a 2% in and out fee that ends up going back to the protocol as well as the DEX. And then so anyone is able to get exposure to this gold when they want, and then essentially pair it with a stable, provide liquidity, and then start to earn rewards on it. Our rewards are going to be, they'll be multi-token in nature, right? So probably CLF and the actual Vertex DEX token, which is pretty interesting. So we're going to provide really easy 24/7 access to people, right? As to how we're going to spread the word, I think, Crip, do you want to? Oh, did I lose you here? Oh, you're back.
No, we got them back. They're coming in and out. They're playing musical chairs here, and I'm trying to make it work. Zon, what you got, Zach?
Sorry, I was trying to get my video on here, and I've never done video on stage, so this is new to me. I don't know how to do it.
At the very bottom of your phone or your screen, there's a video of a video camera. You click on that button, and we shall see.
Very bottom of my phone, I don't see any camera.
Well, it's like a movie camera pointing right. It's the far left button. Next to it, share your screen, mute, leave stage, and disconnect. The far left is turn on camera.
Okay, I guess I don't have that. It just has kicked off stage, so that's why I got kicked off stage.
No worries. Well, hey, we don't need to see that beautiful face of yours, but we do need the information. So, do you need? Yeah, you got it. After you, sir.
I think as far as Web 2 to Web 3, that's something that I really focus heavily on because it's a need, right? It's a need, and a lot of people don't really know how to get into Web 3. It's always like, what do you mean? Like, what? I don't understand this. It's a very complicated process too. So it's something that you have to kind of dive into in order to even get your feet wet. And that's tough. That's tough. And I have a lot of traditional type investors that it's not palatable for them because they don't have the time.
Yeah.
So, they're like, this doesn't make any sense to me, like, okay. Yeah. So anyways, I don't care about that, but I want to invest in you. So how do I do it? And so it's like, okay, well, then we have to go through some sort of on-ramping process for fiat. And then usually it gets quite complicating. I have to get into the mix and create wallets and MetaMask and then, transfer tokens and get it to where we can switch it over to BUSD, get it over to the Angel wallet. Then we, take accounting and get it on, it's just very extensive process. So it's good, that we can do these things, but also at the same time, it needs to be more automated. It needs to be more fluid and streamlined. And there's a big, huge gap here in Web3. And I've actually luckily been able to meet a guy in the crypto space that is working on fixing just this, and he's actually going to be producing one of these wallets. I can't talk about the name, but one of these wallets is going to be coming to me, and Collective Finance is going to be one of the first people or one of the first projects to get access to it. So this is going to be major in the bridging between Web 2 and Web 3. It's going to help everybody. And I'm really excited to find more details out about it and actually get to use it myself. And I should be able to, I'm hoping I'm going to have one of these within the next week. I was just talking to him today. So things are looking really good there. And I do see the concern, and we have been able to achieve it. It just takes more time. And as you get further into more and more capital, then it becomes even harder. So small amounts are easy. Above $5,000 starts to become difficult. And if you can only get $5,000 in a day, come on,
or out a day, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, that was actually my next. I have off ramp and on ramp circled 3 or 4 times on my paper here, because that's really the most important thing: being able to bring cash in and get cash out, right? So, it sounds like this wallet may be the key enable you guys to be able to not only bring Web 2 people into this Web 3 ecosystem, but also help people on and off board money, because that is the major thing, right? Being able to take your assets and being able to turn them into cash, and that way, if you need it, right, more quickly, right? Because this actually, I'm not a big fan of buying gold bars or coins or whatever, because shit, where am I going to go to sell it from the same guy I bought it for down at the gold store, right? And he's going to want a fee, and I'm going to lose money if I do that. So being able to buy this digitally really does hit home for me. And this is one of the first projects that I've looked at that I'm considering, like, hey, this actually does make sense to me as far as being able to get my hands on a little bit of digital gold and then put that with my crypto holdings, because that's the most important thing. So the new wallet will help with on and off ramps and bringing Web 2 to Web 3. Let's talk a little bit about kind of the project has not launched, right? So when is the idea that you guys want to launch the project, and what is the process for pre-sale and things like that? And then we'll get into kind of tokenomics and tax and those kind of things.
Yeah, absolutely. So we just finished up our seed and names around just about a week ago. It went very well. These are tough times to try to raise money,
Yep.
but we thought we did very well. Our angels, we have a fantastic group. A lot of them we know very, very well, which is great. So we've now transitioned into our pre-sale lead up. So our pre-sale is going to start on the 17th, which is on Friday. People will be able to get in at a 10% discount to what the launch price is going to be. So there's some incentive there, but it's not over the top, completely degen, right? And then our pre-sale is likely going to run. We're going to do an extended pre-sale, probably about 2 weeks long, or until we reach our hard cap. We think the hard cap right now is going to be about 500K, and our soft cap around 150 or so. So that's going to be literally kicking off. Participants will be able to get engaged with as little as $25 or $50 stables equivalents. So it's not going to be a high entry point. We'll probably have a max per wallet of the 15 to 20K range. And we have the pre-sale set up too, where it's for participants who come in. For every $1,000 that you entry, you're going to get one of the pre-sale NFTs. And our pre-sale NFTs are pretty special because these are our gold NFTs. So these are going to be the NFTs that are linked to our vault and one of our revenue streams. So participants are actually going to earn rewards in gold, in our C Gold tokens, right? So the only way to get your hands on these is going to be by getting one on the pre-sale or on the open market, which will be right on our DEX. There'll be an NFT marketplace.
So just to clarify, the NFT is separate from the pre-sale, right? You guys are doing two things at once. You're doing the pre-sale and the NFTs. So walk us through the NFTs. How much are they going to be pre-sale when people can buy them? Let's just go with that question.
Yeah, and let me explain a little better too, because I might have confused it a little bit. So the pre-sale, anybody can get in for a minimum of that 25, equivalent in stables, like we said. However, for people, if you buy in at $1,000 or greater, you will get one pre-sale NFT, right? So that's what it's going to be. So we're not selling them separate at all. It's to incentivize, hey, for folks who want to get in a larger position, they're going to be able to get their hands on one of these NFTs per every $1,000 spent. However, if you just want to come in with $50, you're able to do that. It just won't qualify you for that NFT, the pre-sale NFT. Does that make more sense?
That now you brought it home, man. You knocked it out. So thank you so much. So if you invest 1,000 or more in the pre-sale, if you're and that's probably up to like 500 or 1,000 people, right? Yeah, obviously it can't go past that. So what is the limit on the NFTs that are going to be available for $1,000 minimum investment?
Yeah, I think we capped it at 500 for the NFTs right now.
Okay, so the first
Correct,
500 people to put $1,000 or more will get one NFT, and the NFT will be linked to the vault. So as the project goes and makes fees and builds their treasury, builds the vault, can you walk us through how those people who have that original NFT will find maybe some passive income or whatever else you want to call it in the future?
Absolutely. Chrome, are you back live, my friend?
Yes, sir. Yeah, sorry, I was having some technical difficulties at the beginning. I had some stuff to deal with, but yeah, I got everything all fixed now, so I can probably do like a short little intro. I'm the main operations guy. I kind of spearhead all the social media, the Discord, kind of the back end stuff, whether that be organizational stuff, the white paper, yada yada. So yeah, kind of the operations guy. But yeah, so for the NFTs, And how that's structured is each NFT that we drop is going to be correlated to a C token, except the Angel NFT, which is just specifically for all of the angels that got in. So each NFT we do, which the starting one we just talked about, the C Gold pre-sale edition one, that is going to be focused specifically to C Gold. So it'll be earning fees in C Gold that gets generated obviously from trading, from fees earned and everything like that. And then future NFTs will be, again, focused on a new C token. So the next one we drop will be correlated to whichever token we drop, whether that be silver or diamonds, and we'll be doing a mint for those NFTs. So the NFTs you can acquire right now, they're not buy-in like with a mint. You're not paying stables for the NFT. You're getting it in the pre-sale specifically. The next NFT collections that we drop, those will be focused towards generating and building capital for the backing of those tokens. So the new NFTs that we drop will be like a mint.
And if we can, Sensei, is it okay? Can we drop some infographics and everything in the chat? We have a whole bunch of infographics that are super. So Chrome, if you don't mind dropping those in. And the bottom line is on the pre-sale NFT, you're going to get rewards in not only the native token CLF, but you'll also get rewards in the C Gold token, right? And then there's other smaller incentives there as well. But holders of the pre-sale NFT will get rewarded in those two tokens in an ongoing fashion. And those rewards they follow the NFT. So whoever holds that NFT is privy to those rewards.
All right, so question. So you guys did a or like an angel round, an angel round of investment of money into the project. So is there a, are all of those tokens going to be given to the angels all at once on launch, or is it going to be a timed out, experience? That I've seen a lot of projects that launch, and usually what happens is pre-sale, people get their tokens and they end up dumping the tokens. Have you guys kind of put anything thought into that? So there's not just a massive dump of tokens on launch.
Yes, yeah, we absolutely have, and this is a space that Crip and I we're intimately familiar with this and how it works. So so the way we structured our angel and seed round investment is our angels are going to get a combination, right? And one of the biggest position they're going to get is actually a XCLF, or essentially a locked liquidity position, right? So, and then there'll be a premium that they're going to get in the CLF tokens as well, but that's vested over a 60 to 90-day period. Right. And then there's also a special angel NFT. So we've set it up that there's really the dump mechanism that goes with traditional pre-sales really isn't there at all. I would also say this. Cryptom had said about our transparency, integrity, honesty. Our angel group isn't hundreds of folks big. It's pretty small. We know them all very well. They didn't get into collective finance to pump and dump, right? And we feel very, very, very confident with that. So, and we gave them a great offer as well, but no, it's going to benefit the community. And I think when we talk about the pre-sale too, we're going to be doing something unique in that in a normal pre-sale, let's say you buy in with $100 and then you get back $110 worth of CLF with that 10% premium, right? Well, what we're doing is different. We're going to give people back actual liquidity positions, right? So if you buy in with that $100, you're going to get back $110 liquidity position. This will enable folks to really participate in our ecosystem from jump exactly how they want. It's going to also give the community back all the benefits of being the first folks in a liquidity pool for mining and rewards and things like that too. So we feel that that's a really unique factor that what we're going to do with our pre-sale, and it'll help liquidity be really nice and thick at launch as well.
So we've talked about several different kind of streams of passive income, right? There's the NFTs. There's locking up some X liquidity. Some gold. Is there any other types of passive income the project offers that maybe we haven't covered yet that we can kind of just go over really quickly?
Yeah, I think probably going over our XCLF program would be good.
Let's do that.
Chrome, you want to fire this one too, or Crip?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's jump into the XCLF. So XCLF is going to be a very cool, somewhat unique system that we've developed, and we're actually still like in development for testing and everything to make sure it goes all good. But essentially, it's going to be a locked staking platform. So we want to incentivize users to create liquidity with CLF token, stake it on the DEX so that they can start to earn dual token rewards as well as the emissions and everything. And then take the, so let me backtrack here one sec. Sorry. So when creating liquidity, you're then going to stake it on the Vertex DEX to start earning the dual rewards. When you do so, you actually receive a what's called a gauge token back. So it's basically just a staked liquidity position. You then take that staked liquidity position and lock it within the collective finance platform and choose between one of the 4 different time tiers. And the time tiers are 30-day, 60-day, 90-day, and 180-day. And so when doing that, you are creating an XCLF position, which actually is an NFT. This NFT will represent your stake, has all the metadata and everything, and it can be transferred, it can be traded. So it's kind of like a semi-liquid, illiquid thing, right? So you can have an NFT and it earns you your rewards, but you can also go ahead and sell that on the marketplace if need be. So these rewards that you receive from creating XCLF will be a basket of rewards. There'll be not only the CLF token, but specifically stable coins, C Gold tokens, and other C tokens that we launch as we continue to launch them, as well as potentially Bitcoin, because that's the pairing for the CLF token. So when you're locking and staking and getting into XCLF, you're opening up to a whole bunch of rewards that are real yield. It's not just inflationary CLF token rewards, but you're actually earning stables, blue chips, gold. So it really allows users to kind of reinvest, compound, take profits where they see fit based off of what they're earning. And we think it's going to be a really cool kind of unique system where people can they can earn, they can, if they really need to, sell their position as an NFT to somebody, maybe for 80 cents on the dollar, whatever that might be. And provide some sort of, I guess, some sort of way that you can exit your lock. Because obviously some people have issues when entering a project, especially in DeFi, because time flies by and it can just seem like forever. But some people might have issues locking within the 30-day, 60-day, 90-day. Obviously 180 days is really long, but knowing that you do have the option to essentially liquidate that position, sell it to somebody else, and make back some of the capital if it's an emergency situation type of thing, it's going to be on the plate.
Got it. Cool. Well, thank you for clarifying that and going over that. Walk us through the treasury, right? The treasury is one of the most important things of a project. It really gives the project longevity. It gives the team, money to market, to pay themselves to grow. How is the treasury going to be managed? And are there going to be fees from the project that are going into the treasury from like taxes and things like that?
Yeah, this is one where actually it leads. It's a great question. And for us, it's actually not just the treasury, but we've had it broken down into 3 aspects: the treasury, the portfolio, and the vault. And I'll just give a quick overview of all 3 of them, then we can dive into details. The treasury is really just like a traditional treasury that we would think. It's going to act like the protocol bank. It's going to be the holder of POL. It's going to receive emissions. It's going to be able to give out rewards. So really what you would think a traditional treasury would be. We then have the portfolio. The portfolio is going to be a collection of on-chain assets that are mobilized in different fashions that are going to be earning yield. And this yield is going to be largely taken and given back to participants in the rewards, like Chrome said, but also recompounded into the portfolio to continue its growth. Then the final portion of this is what we call the vault. The vault is really, think of it as the holder of our C tokens, right? The commodity tokens. So there will be fees generated on that for the in and out, the 2% like we spoke about, also mining fees as well as emissions, right? So whenever you put these 3 together, those are the 3 basic revenue streams that contribute to our ecosystem, each in their own different fashion.
And there's a 5% tax, right, on buying and selling. Is that of the C token that I read? Can you just clarify that for us?
Yeah, absolutely. So on the C token, so for the commodity tokens, that's going to be set at a 2% in and out, always forever for all of those tokens, right? For our actual CLF token, we're going to start off at 5% in and out when we launch, but that's going to be tapered down probably to a potential 1 or 2% both ways. With the balancer style technology that's on the decks, it's more difficult to do a traditional tax system, right? So we've done it on the basically the pool entry and exit. So that's the difference between those two.
Gotcha. All right. So, with now that we've talked about kind of the utility, the treasury, the vault, why don't we talk a little bit about the governance, right? Because governance is super important when it comes to any project. So, what can you tell us about how the governance is set up for this project and how, holders of the C token or CLF token are going to be able to help govern or push the project forward into the light?
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. So go ahead, Chrome, because this fits right in with XCLF.
Yeah, actually. So we have, I want to say, two forms of governance. We have our angels table, which is going to be obviously all of the angels that have participated early. Those guys are going to have a majority of the say for governance, really, and how we want to push things and the direction of the project and everything. But as well as XCLF holders will also have governance. So if you're an XCLF holder, you'll be able to vote, and you'll be able to help direct the different directions of the project, whether it be for the portfolio, whether it be for C tokens. There's a bunch of stuff that's going to come up. So we are definitely heavy into the governance. We want to make sure that people, especially when, locking, that's a big commitment to lock up a position. And we want to make sure that those people can have a say within the project itself.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a key point there that the governance in our protocol is going to be for the locked holders, those people who have XCLF, right? So because they're the ones really committing to it and into the ecosystem, like we see it moving forward. So XCLF will have a significant role in the governance.
I love it. Do we have a percentage on how much of a role they'll have? I mean, does the team still outweigh all of the community voting, or is it kind of going to be, a little bit of the team, a little bit of the governance, and we kind of move forward like that?
I think it's going to start off mostly with the team, and then we have our angels table, which again, it's sort of like our de facto advisory board of directors, right? And then from there, it goes into the rest of the community governance. I personally see the ecosystem as time goes on shifting from the team and the angels more towards the larger XCLF governance, right? I think that could get a little messy if you do that too early, but that's what we're going for. That it's a community driven decision making process.
And you guys
Yeah.
are launching on Binance Chain, right? So everyone knows. And is that are you guys going to go multi-chain, or are you guys specifically is going to be staying on Binance?
Definitely, we're going to go multi-chain, but I think we're going to get things sorted out first the right way on Binance. But we actually have some ideas and some rough plans already to go cross-chain, in particular with our commodity tokens.
Yeah, I think it's good to note one of the core aspects and one of the core goals of this project of Collective itself is to really grow, is to expand. It's not to just stay on Binance, it's to expand to multi chains, like all sorts of different chains, whether that be L1, L2. Obviously there's a bunch of whole little side chains, but yeah, I think one of the end goals of Collective is expansion. We want to be able to grow to be able to provide this exposure all over DeFi and not just be on Binance. We think Binance is a great place to start because of all the building and the low transaction fees and low times as well. So yes, definitely, we have plans to bring that to many, many more as time goes by.
The most stale point of any new project is a week or two, kind of 2 or 3 days after launch, and then there's that kind of just part where nothing happens. Do we have a plan for marketing and growing right as we launch to take that in, to really push the project out to everybody and not just kind of put our heads down and build, right? Because that's really what happens after most launches. Is most projects don't have a lot of things built. They launch, they try to raise money, and then they try to build everything out. I think you guys have done it a little bit backwards, right? You guys have built all this stuff out and now you're launching. So kind of walk us through what the process is going to be to make sure that collective finance stays in the light of most DeFi investors.
Yeah, for sure on this. So I would think number one, we've tried to do everything, whether it's from a transparency standpoint, a business operations standpoint, at a really, really high level. So as we go out and promote and market and advertise, we've actually just brought on a fractional chief marketing officer, real pros in this, people that are experienced in doing it. That's in motion right now. So and we have a plan for this. There's a plan that leads up to the pre-sale. There's a plan during the pre-sale. There's a plan leading up to the launch and post-launch. We have some really robust ideas and sort of options set up. I would think that from launch to incentivize and increase buy pressure, as well as decrease sell pressure by encouraging locking. And then after that, we have definitive plans to move forward with our other tokens and with cross-chain and with everything else too. So there's not going to be sort of a slow down let off, because you're exactly right. And that's a kiss of death for many protocols, in our opinion, right? So no, we have that plan ready to rock and roll. It's a hard balance, because the pre-sale is critical, right? The more robust the pre-sale is, the better we can start our ecosystem off, right? But you can't lose focus on that long-term goal either.
I love that. Zach, did you have anything to add on that?
Yeah, I do. Sorry, I was talking away and I figured out my mic wasn't working. So
I was looking, I was like, man, his mic is muted. He doesn't know, but please,
so much.
drop some knowledge.
Sorry. Okay, yeah. So I think it's Doc brought up a lot of really, really good points. Thank you, Doc, for everything. It's really unique kind of. I guess I want to kind of cover a bunch of different things here, if that's okay, only because I haven't been able to.
The time is yours. Your mic is not muted. I'm going to go ahead and mute mine. Take the floor.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to talk about, the future of the project, because that's really, really important. Everybody has such a 5-foot vision. And I feel like there's people out in the world, and nothing against anybody, because we need every make and model of every person, right? That's what makes the world go round. So, but what I will say is there's 5-footers, and then there's people that actually look out beyond the 5 feet. So, we've looked years down the road here, and I don't take that very lightly, because this is one thing that I really try to project to the team, and everybody works together on it. We have a long-term goal. The CMO, fractional CMO that we just brought on is impressive. Been around a long time, and I'd say, I'm putting it pretty lightly, but this guy is very, very accomplished. Pretty excited, because the first thing he mentioned was let's talk about an 18 month plus plan. It wasn't like we're talking a month down the road. His first question was, what are we looking like 18 plus months down the road? So that's that's the direction we want to go. Yes, we are very conservative, I would say, about what we announce, what you guys might see, because I think it's really important to not build hype around something that's not done yet. And I think it's important to build hype whenever the product is finished and everybody, it's out in front of your face and you have proof of work. So I've built my businesses on this model as well. I don't think that you need to, we're doing plenty of marketing leading up to it. That's really, really important, but organic marketing is probably more important. So as people kind of see what we're doing and what we have going on here with this smaller marketing push, which is actually quite big, I think that organic marketing will be coming in shortly after that, and it'll just build just by word of mouth, one after another. And as people see the safety and the security, and they see the team, and look, we're going above and beyond. I have a lot at stake here, guys. It's not like I'm just coming here showing my face on the camera. I mean, look, we've been building this a long time, and I'm happy to put my face in front of it, because I know that I can sleep at night, that I know that, I've done my due diligence to not take a massive profit off of team allocation. I mean, I'd be happy to explain more about that. You guys should dive into those docs as well and see that we're not greedy, and we want our investors to make money, and we want the success. That's what's more important to us, is success and safety and secure, and just everybody having a good feeling about it. That's more important.
And Zach, I'm glad you brought that all up, because I've been doing this a couple years now, and I've interviewed hundreds of different project heads, and most of them don't have a plan past week one in pre-sale, and it really it warms the heart to know that you guys have been thinking about this 6 months out, 12 months out, 18 months out, and where the project needs to be and where it needs to get to. So that's very important. I want to touch back really on one thing. So you said the pre-sale is the 17th. Is the project launching on the 17th, or is that just the pre-sale? And then when can we expect the launch?
Yeah, sorry about that. So no, that will just be the pre-sale start on the 17th, and that will go for around 2 weeks or until we hit the hard cap, right? We expect the launch to be probably within a week after the pre-sale ends. Most of everything, believe it or not, we're in a pretty good spot. We've already got some of our audits done on some of the contracts. Really, we feel like we're in a pretty good spot where we need to be. That a lot of the pieces will be in place by the time the pre-sale concludes. Then it'll just be getting our ducks in a row and making sure that the launch is like we want it. But we expect it quickly thereafter, within a week, ideally.
I love it. And Zach, did you want to add anything to that?
There's one thing I forgot to add is not only, this launch and everything. I'm super excited for the launch, but I forgot to add one thing on the last thing I said. We said we brought a CMO on. We also brought on a guy to help with BD business development. So that's also a key point that we didn't get to. So as far as the launch and the pre-sale, like Doc said, roughly a week after. As far as how long the pre-sale is going to last, could be up to 2 weeks, just depends. But, I think if we succeed, then that hopefully will be shorter than that, but no expectations. And if we have to keep it open, then great. And you know what? We don't need it to completely fill up. I mean, we can go to work with what capital, little capital. It doesn't have to be a massive amount. So, that's a good thing too.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing that. Over the last 40 minutes, we've had a really high level overview of what collective finance is, what the team is about, who you guys are personally. Have we left anything out? I think I'm pretty good about writing down questions, going through the white paper, but I usually miss something, right? There's always usually one or two things maybe that the team has. Have I missed anything? Is there anything else that you guys would like to bring up or talk about before we open it up to any questions from the audience?
There's one more point. Oh, sorry, Crip. And I always like to say this to everybody because every investor has different flavor. What collective finance does is we give everybody a little flavor of everything. So you're going to have the CLF token, which is going to be the volatile token, the potential moonshot, if you want to call it. Then right next to that, you have the OG in Bitcoin, right? Which we all believe, I think probably everyone here, that we're closer to the downside of that cycle than the upside, right? Then you move into gold, which the markets, although manipulated, again, probably poised to run towards the upside. And then you have the stables in there as well. So you really get exposure to everything that you would want within CLF or within collective finance from a diversification standpoint within one protocol.
Zach, what you got?
I was going to say, guys, it's really important to have a network. At the end of the day, it's it sounds crazy, but it's not always what you know, it's kind of who you know. And I would say we've built a really great network, and I don't discuss about that network in depth, but it's very big and with some awesome people around the space, well-accomplished folks. So you guys will start to see more and more fold out with the partnerships. And I'm not trying to hype nothing up or, toot on anybody's horn. I'm just saying we have accounted for this and thought about this, and we've brought together our networks to kind of build this project.
No, I love that. Chrome, did you have anything you wanted to add? I saw you unmute, my friend, so I know there's something you want to say. Go for it.
Yeah, basically just that, we didn't start this project yesterday, and we're not new to the space. We've all been around. Us three have known each other for quite some time now, and this project has been in building for probably like 6 to 7 months now. So yeah, there's a lot going into this. We have tons planned, and we have so much planned for the future, especially at launch and after launch and everything. So definitely come check us out. We got events, giveaways, all sorts of stuff going on. So if you're interested, you can come check out our Discord. And yeah, we're always super easy to reach out to as well. So if you're interested, you want to just talk to us, ask some questions, don't hesitate at all to reach out, because most of us are very easy to get in contact with.
Chrome, can we link the Discord and the Twitter and other things people will want to go to find the project? Let's just try to make it easier for the people in the chat right now and then I'll continue to give those links to people tomorrow in my Sensei chat when I have a talk to them and tell them about this AMA that we did today. Any questions from the audience? I mean, a lot of you have been sitting here the whole time. Anything that maybe we didn't cover that we wanted to ask? I know the team did a really good job about covering most of the project and kind of where the project is going to be heading once the pre-sales completed. Any questions from the audience? I'll give it maybe 10-20 seconds, and if while we're waiting for that, why don't we do a little round robin of final thoughts or final comments? Doc, did you want to start on the final comments?
Yeah, absolutely. But final comments are thank you everybody for joining us. This is a great introduction. Right now, we're really trying to build our community and spread the word. So we would love people to participate in any way that they want. So as Chrome said, we're always available. We are always around. We're a friendly group. And I think if you dive in, you'll probably like what you find.
Thank you, Doc.
I want to.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, please. No, my friend. Is it Zach
I
or
was
is it
gonna-
Chrome? I thought it was Chrome. Go for it, Zach. I apologize.
Sorry. So anyways, I don't know if did we touch much on our devs? Because I know that's a really important piece here.
We did not. Let's do that. Let's talk about them.
Good
I
call.
want to talk about the devs because we have a robust team of devs. I'd say that's really awesome. We've got some of the devs over part of an ecosystem that one of our founders has founded on his own, and we've joined up in Angels to be a part of those ecosystems. So we've been exposed to those devs directly on the team, which is excellent. And those devs are well-rounded over their Vertec on the Vertec decks. So we have some of those devs there, and then also say one of my close friends is LB. He's one of my he's such an amazing person. He's been around for so long. I've invested in him heavily, and I can tell you, I've always had a smile on my face when I did it because I know that guy is so awesome, and he is an amazing dev. And I wanted to touch on that the devs that we have are in-house and nobody's outsourced.
Real quickly, guys, LB is one of the devs, the top devs from Grape Finance. So Grape launched. They had a hell of a, several months, if not longer. I don't know. I don't even know if they're still going on, but I know they had a hell of a run up. And so LB is one of the devs that I've actually worked with in the past too on previous projects, and he is a hell of a dev. So just to have him on the team is quite an accomplishment in my personal opinion.
Thank
you, man. And he will be there, ready for pre-sale too. I've already kind of rallied him up and said, "Hey, man, we need you." So, we were in direct chats with him all the time, you guys. And LB's an amazing person. And I'd say Grape, Vinium, and the guy's traveling the world right now, going to crypto conferences and stuff. So it's pretty cool. He's just a unique dude.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Chrome, last but not least, my friend.
Oh God. I was just
no pressure. Just some final comments from you. Anything maybe we missed or anything you'd like to say in closing? Maybe just quick reminders to maybe people that are interested in to participate. Maybe what the best method is to just join the Discord, Twitter, things like that.
Yeah, definitely. As I said earlier, reach out to us if you got any questions or anything. All of our socials are very active, so you can check us out there, follow our Twitter, join our Discord. We always have tons of stuff going on, so it's always a fun time. I think we covered it pretty well. We got a very strong, solid team, and we're looking forward to everything. We got a pretty cool pre-sale coming up, so don't miss out on that. It'll be pretty soon. Keep your eyes peeled.
I'm looking forward to participating myself. This is just me talking, not anyone else. But there's very few DeFi projects I look to invest in right now. It has to have a real use case. Tokenizing commodities and bringing that value, I think that is going to be one of the big businesses. Bringing Web 2 people into this Web 3 ecosystem and digitizing gold, diamonds, and silver, and what else? You never know what else. But I think this is where the world's heading, and to have a a new project launching that's offering all of these things, it piques my interest. So I'm actually excited. I want to say last call for any questions from the audience. I know we did cover it well, but I'll give you maybe another 10-20 seconds, and if not, we'll wrap up here. And I'd like to also offer you guys a ticket to come back, maybe right around pre-sale time, in about about 8 or 9 days, and we'll do another chat just to kind of remind people, because I do think this is one of those projects that maybe should pay attention to this one. It's not just another quote unquote node project or some fake project doing something. This is actually real world utility in the DeFi space, and I love that.
No,
Thank
we'd be honored. That'd be great to come back. And it's actually I'm so happy you said that. It's really important to us that we say that people, when we go do an AMA, sometimes it's just a one-time deal, right? We want people to be able to see our face, hear us talk, ask questions over and over again. It's really important that people trust collective finance, right? And we understand that that's earned. It's not given, right? So the more repetition we can do, the better. So yeah, thank you so much. We really appreciate that offer.
All right, guys. Well, we'll end it here. Oh, Zach, did you want to say something? I'm sorry, man. Go for it.
I want to say thank you to you and all of your community, because it was really important to be here today. And I didn't get to say thank you to everybody that's been here. You guys are awesome for being here. I mean, I know it's taken time out of your day, and for you guys to even just be here with us is just amazing. So thank you so much. As you can see, I have a big polar bear behind me, and he's one of my buddies. No, anyways, so thank you so much.
Polar bear, though. He's your polar bear, though.
No, anyways, thank you guys so much, and appreciate you guys being here. It's freaking awesome. Can't wait for it.
All right, guys. All right, well, you guys, that was Collective Finance and the team. If you want more information, links will be here. I'll also post links in the community in the Discord, and we'll see you guys next week before pre-sale, and we'll have you guys come back in and talk. And I just want to say thank you for your time today. And SB is typing. SB always waits to the final second, maybe saying thank you. SB, do you have a question? Session recorded, SB. Of course, the session is recorded, and I got you, brother. Just real quick before, so SB, you guys want to give a 60-second or a 90-second high-level overview of what SB maybe just missed and what the project is? Maybe last chance, or maybe you just give a quick. Go for it, Zach. You can do it.
All right, perfect. So, what do you want me to do? Basically, of what everything the project is, because I can do it real quick.
Just
okay. Basically, do you want to keep gold in your safe and not really be able to earn money on it and wait for the upside? Or do you want it to be on chain and possibly earn money on gold, silver, and diamonds? That's what we've came here to do. I am a personal gold, silver, and diamonds enthusiast, as you know, I do have some of those in my safe as well. But on chain is kind of where it's at for me. I like my money to go to work, and I like it to be safe. That's what we do here at Collective Finance. We offer a great integrity-based team, integrity-based project, and we are innovating and going on and on and on. And Doc is chomping at the bit to tell you more.
Go for it, Doc.
Look, so the 500-foot elevator pitch, I feel like we're going by Groundhog Day doing this again, right? But no, collective finance is really built off stability and growth long term, different than some of the traditional DeFi principles and I would say degen principles that we've seen, right? So, and we build it around the backbone of over-collateralized commodities as well as Bitcoin, right? So that's really what collective finance is, and our growth is built within that.
Well said.
Beautiful. Chrome?
Yeah.
You got anything to add, bro?
No. We're good.
All right.
They nailed it on the head.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. SB, I will stop the recording in just a second for you. I really appreciate it. Doc, thank you. Zach, thank you. Chrome, thank you so much. And we wish you all the success, or at least I wish you all the success in the project and coming up. And I'll see you guys soon then.
Thanks
Awesome.
so much. It's great. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.